What's going on, guys? I'm SceptileMC here, George, the coach of the San Francisco Arcanines, and today I'm bringing you my Week 5 match against Haydunn or the Sacramento Seakings, a division match, and one that's really going to tilt our division to see who's going to be in the playoff race or not. So this is really important for us because we want to get a huge win right here. But anyway, if you guys want to see my team, I do have a team builder video out for it, and it was uploaded yesterday at like 8 o'clock at night. However, Haydunn's team. So he brought a Slowbro, a Porygon 2, a Darmanitan, a Hitmonlee, a Clefable, and a Tornadus. The only thing I expected is the Mega Sableye, and it's not here, which makes my life a lot easier because now I can stack my hazards and he has no way of removing it. So that's my plan initially. I'm going to lead off with my Miltank, try to get up the rocks, maybe paralyze something as well if it comes down to it. So yeah, that's my plan. And also, I do have the face cam. You guys can leave a comment if you like the face cam or not. I really don't care. If you guys don't like it, I'll just take it out. If you like it, I'll keep it for all the next weeks to come. However, he's going to go into Tornadus right here as I go into my Miltank. And on the first turn, I'm just like, I don't know what he wants to do, but T-Wave looks like a very good play right now. And we do T-Wave the Tornadus. He actually goes for knockoff and knocks off our Chople Berry. However, the Chople Berry being knocked off, it affects me in the way that the Hitmonlee's more of a threat now, and the Darmanitan is more of a threat. But we paralyze a Tornadus, and we get up our rocks, which means the Miltank has already done enough to be called a success this game. I paralyzed his fastest Mon, and I got up hazards that are doing 25% to 2 of his Mons and 12% to every other Mon on his team except for the Hitmonlee. Now though, he does go into Paul the Slowbro, and I do have a check to this. Very good check, actually. I have a very good plan for his core, and it involves my Gothitelle. Now, he does just go for a Scald right here, and when I first saw this damage, I was like, holy fuck, it's a Choice Specs Slowbro, or Life Orb. But no, it is just a crit. It scared the shit out of me, but it's a crit. And he is just going to get his leftovers now. I'm a Choice Scarf set, I am modest, so this Dark Pulse is going to be able to 2-hit KO. Now, there is a reason I have Dark Pulse over Energy Ball this game, or T-Bolt, and the reason is the chance to get a flinch. Now, I know that's not a bad way to play, it's just, if I get the flinch, I get the flinch. It's only 10 damage less, and it did the same thing because I would have the Energy Ball for the Claydol and the Slowbro, so I just made an executive decision. He goes for the Calm Mind, I go for Dark Pulse, and we do actually get the flinch. Which, I don't know. I feel bad, except at the same time, that's the reason I put it on this Pokemon, so I can't feel too bad. It's a mechanic of the game. I would hate it if that happened to me, but it is a mechanic of the game. So Haydunn, I am sorry about that. It sucks that it happened. I didn't really expect it to happen because it's only 20%. But the fact that I got it just means that I got 20% lucky, I guess. He goes into Darmanitan right here. I know either a Flare Blitz or a U-turn is coming, which means he's not going to superpower me. Which means my Miltank is a very safe switch. And he's going to U-turn out right here. And that actually does a decent amount because he crits me again. Stop critting me, Haydunn. I don't like it. So I'm playing with my light right now. Goes into Hitmonlee right here, and because I don't have the Chople Berry, I can't actually paralyze this thing. I would love to paralyze this thing or just go for a Body Slam. Not going to be the case, though. I am just going to switch out, and I am going to go into my Gamings, which is my Needle Queen. She can take a close combat very easily, and I know he's not going to stay in. I don't think he would run Earthquake on this thing. I'm assuming like the Fake Out, the Knockoff, the Close Combat, but I don't think he would have Earthquake. So what I'm actually going to do is just go for a layer of Toxic Spikes, and this is actually what happens, is that he doesn't have Earthquake, he's going to go into Porygon 2, and now it's time to do the exact same thing I just did to the Slowbro, just use my Trick this time, because this is what I have Trick for. Goes into P2, I can take any one hit, however I go into Rotom first. I guess it was so my Gothitelle wouldn't have to take 2 Tri-Attacks, it would take only 1, or he would have to go for Ice Beam, or like anything else. Now I'm going to Volt Switch out, Actually, that switch for me was very interesting. I don't know why I made that switch. I could have just gone directly into Gothitelle, but it means I take an Ice Beam instead of taking a Tri-Attack, which I thought I would initially have to take. And we take that pretty We can take one more, but I go for Trick right here, and he actually goes for the Toxic, which means he is now locked into Toxic, and this is the greatest thing that could have happened, to be completely honest. So I'm thinking right here, I can Psyshock, and he doesn't have the Eviolite anymore, so I can actually do a lot of damage to him, and the Psyshock is going to be doing, I think it's like 35-40%. Oh, that's like 45%, and it is a 2-hit KO. However, I do die to Toxic next turn, and I know he has to go for Toxic right now, so I'm actually going to make a switch out into my Nidoqueen right here, and he's going to have to go for Toxic, and what this does is now I have a fodder for the Darmanitan. If necessary, or the Hitmonlee, I can sack off the Gothitelle at any time, and also, he doesn't have anything to take a Poison type move on his team. This Sludge Wave literally destroys his entire team, and I don't know if that's AV, it might be AV, but it doesn't matter if it's AV or not. I completely just take out the Tornadus there. I am max special attack. I am not modest nature, but I am max special attack, and he's gonna go into P2 right here, take rocks, take Toxic Spikes, and right here I decide to make one more play. I decide to make a switch out into my Crawdon right here, so I don't have to take an Ice Beam because he is Choice Scarfed, and I didn't know if he could outspeed me or not. I didn't know his investment or whatever, so I decided I would switch out into Crawdon, and now here I had a choice. He has not switched out the Clefable yet, so I don't know if it's Unaware or the Magic Guard. If it's Magic Guard and I set up a Swords Dance, I win right there. However, if he is an Unaware set, I would be taking another Ice Beam, which would do a lot of damage to me, and I just really didn't think I would want to. Turns out he isn't an Unaware set, so I did make the right play, just going for Aqua Jet. I assumed he would be Unaware because it's the only thing that takes on my Crawdon, quote-unquote takes on. Now here I know he's going to go for like a Moonblast or something like that, so he's just going to Moonblast my Nidoqueen, and once again he doesn't have a switch into my Sludge Wave, so I'm just going to go for Sludge Wave. It's going to take this thing out. It's going to take pretty much anything out on his team except for his Choice Scarfers, which is Darmanitan, which can just KO me back, but an interesting play actually happens right here. So I go for Sludge Wave, and he goes into Hitmonlee, and then in the back of my mind I'm like, I used Hitmonlee in the D-League, and I know how bulky it is on the special side, but there's no way it can take a max special attack Sludge Wave, can it? No, there's no possible way that it can take a max special attack Sludge Wave and the Toxic damage. So I look at it like, that's going to take it out. No, it lives, and I'm just thinking to myself, shit, now I have to deal with taking another hit. Goes for knockoff. Nidoqueen's trained in the mountains for the second week in a row, dodging an Icicle Crash and living a Scald last week, as well as living a knockoff on this week on only 4 HP. I just think to myself, you know what, Nidoqueen? You deserve to be preserved this game. And I have a Death Fodder in the form of Gothitelle, so I would rather have Nidoqueen right now than Gothitelle, so I'm going to sack off the Gothitelle. If necessary, I can bring in the Nidoqueen on the Clefable if it takes out my Mon, and I can Sludge Wave and I'll take another Pokemon out. But that's really only as a last ditch attempt. That's like if I'm really behind all of a sudden, if he somehow comes back from this, then like that's what's gonna happen. He's gonna go for Flare Blitz, he's just gonna take me out, and right here, I can just go into my Crawdon, and I can Aqua Jet him. I really don't have any other problem. I don't have any other play that I have to make. If he goes into Clefable, after the Rocks, the Toxic, and the Aqua Jet, a Crab Hammer will take him out. So, Crawdon now picking up the second kill of the match, and this is his last Pokemon. And looking at the Rocks damage, I can't take him out with a Crab Hammer yet. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into my Miltank right here. Now, could I have gone for what's it called? Milk drinks, try to preserve my Miltank, maybe. But I saw the Calm Mind, and immediately I just think, okay, no more playing around with this fucking thing. we have to go for the body slam and just get damage off, because at that range of health, Crabhammer is an iffy kill. It's looking like it might be able to, but not entirely. I go for body slam, and it brings him down to a range where I am positive the Crabhammer can kill. Now, I can go into Megalopony right here too, which hasn't seen the battle at all. But I thought to myself, and I'm like, you know what? Crawdaunt put in some very nice work this week, and I want Crawdaunt to get the final kill of the match. And Crawdaunt's gonna come in right here. Water Hazard. Water Hazard is literally the name. It's a hazard in the water. We're gonna go for Crabhammer, and we're gonna take out the Clefable, and we're gonna win the match against the Sacramento Seakings 4-0. 3 kills to Crawdaunt, 2 kills to Nidoqueen, and 1 kill to Gothitelle, while Gothitelle successfully manhandled Haydunn's core, which was what the set was designed to do, to be honest. That's why I had that set. Didn't get to use the heal block again this week. I want heal block to work. That's something I want. So guys, we are now 4-1 with a plus 8 differential on a 4-win streak right now. And guys, I'm excited. I'm excited for this season. We are showing all the haters of our team very early on that we are here to play, here to win, and you cannot take our team lightly. Anyways, guys, next week we do play the Arizona Deoxys, which is Gubs. Gubs did not have a great start to the season, but you still can't sleep on him. He is a very good player. He is a very good team builder, and he's very experienced in the format, which means we are going to have a hell of a week. We have had a hell of a beginning of the season. Jeez, we go against Lars, which won the last season he was in of whatever league it was. He was a champion. Then we faced Miguel, which was the champion of season 4. Then we faced Nick next. Mulvone, which had a pretty good season last season. Then we go against Nick. Then we face Haydunn, which has one of the most disgusting cores in the league. And then we go against Gubs. So we've had a hell of an early beginning. But honestly, that's just the competition. That's just the competition in the GBA right now, and it's great. And I'm really enjoying it. I'm having a lot of fun with this. Anyways, guys, next week is against Gubs, the Arizona Deoxys. Let's hope to keep the win streak around. Let's hope to go 5 wins in a row. We have the greatest win streak in the league right now, with 4. Let's try to make it 5. I know the Arcaniners can do it. We can do this. We can make the playoffs. We can win the championship. Let's go, Arcaniners. Anyways, guys, I'm SceptileMC or George, and if you enjoyed, please comment, like, rate, and subscribe. Really show your support down there. And if you like the face cam, please tell me so I can keep it, or I can discard it. Just be like, boop, get the fuck out of there, George's face. No one wants to see you. Anyways, guys, peace out.